Hello, Green Bee Gardeners. This is Jamie.
Hey, and I'm Keelan.
Joining you from our yard in Port St. Joe. Happy 2018. This is our first video of the new year, and we have decided to experiment with no-till gardening. As you probably know from some of our other videos, we are huge fans of Gardener's World on BBC, and we watch it via YouTube, as well as Beech Grove Gardens from Scotland, and we watch that via YouTube as well. And they have both been experimenting with no-till gardening and had lots of luck. So we thought we'd try it here in Port St. Joe for our winter garden. In the winter, we usually grow lettuce and sugar snap sweet peas. So we have a 10 by 28, Keelan?
Oh, that's 8 by 24.
8 by 24 raised bed garden that we installed about 6 years ago. And today we're going to take you on the adventure while we prepare it for no-till gardening. Now for no-till gardening, you need some sort of paper base, either newspaper or cardboard. We decided to use cardboard. Keelan, tell them where you got it.
Well, when we watched the episode of Beech Grove where they were doing the no-till gardening, they were using cardboard that they'd gotten from boxes at the store. And so I went down to our local grocery store and picked up some boxes, and even the store manager in the back, the stock manager, was very helpful and said, I know exactly what you need. You need egg boxes. And so I brought home a bunch of egg boxes from the grocery store, and I just simply cut them so that they're 1 ply thick, and we'll lay them down on the soil that way.
Alright, so we're going to lay these down on the soil, and then we're going to take you with us to Apalachicola, where we can get some compost and some more soil to put on top, and show you the process of this no-till garden. So stay tuned.
Well, I've got our egg boxes, and I took a razor knife and just cut. They were square before, and I just cut them so that they're 1 ply thick. I'm just going to begin laying them down on some just flattened soil. I mean, I didn't till or dig this up with a shovel or a grubbing hoe or anything like that. I just simply raked it out flat, and that's all that we've done. I'll lay these boxes out, as you can see, just simply on the top like this, just so that any weeds that might be underneath that are there, which there were a few dandelions that were strong enough to stand our cold snap that we had near record lows across the U.S., and we were certainly no exceptions here in North Florida. And we got down to 25 degrees here at the GreenBeeGardener headquarters. Certainly frostbit some of the weeds, but there are the dandelions and some other ones that we have are pretty hardy to cold, and so they're still there. And we're just going to cover them up with the boxes. This serves as a weed barrier, and then when we go down to the store here in the next few frames after I get this done, we'll just add the soil directly on top. This is something Jamie and I saw again on Beech Grove gardening show.
Hey there, Green Bee Gardeners. Keelan and I went to Ace in Apalachicola, and we scored big with 10 bags of compost manure, 552, and 10 bags of potting soil. So now we have the task of spreading this out evenly across the cardboard that we laid down for our no-till vegetable bed, and then planting some of the seeds that we have here. Got a wide assortment of different types of lettuces and some beets and some beans, and some spinach, some things for some nice winter crops. So we're going to go ahead and get spreading this dirt, and we'll check back in with you after we've got the dirt laid out. Here comes Keelan with our next load of compost and soil.
Got all of the bags laid out and ready to go. The idea, according to the show on Beech Grove, was that you'd put these boxes down, the cardboard, and the soil would go over top of it, the boxes would keep their integrity long enough to keep weeds from growing, but they would also compost underneath the soil, and so therefore you wouldn't have to do anything with it. That's the idea, is that it would compost underneath the layer of fresh dirt that we're about to put down. So I'm going to get started.
Now we will even out the 20 bags of potting soil and manure. As you can see, for us, our soil is very, very sandy. So that's why 6 years ago we built this raised bed with some railroad ties so that we could help contain the bought dirt, because our soil naturally just does not have enough nutrients for vegetables. So we've got some nice rich soil there to see how this no-till garden goes. So Keelan, what do you think of that nice fresh soil?
Well, I think that I need to trim my banana trees after the most recent freeze, and maybe add some banana leaves to the rest of the cardboard. Maybe that would add some potassium.
It might. Looks like Marco's going to help you there. He's a good supervisor. Just a little more.
Get a start started. It looks great.
Certainly enough to plant a few lettuce and some radishes and see what we get.
Recall from the Beach Grove episode, the soil layer you put over the boxes need not be deep, because the boxes themselves are going to become part of the soil eventually too.
So there you have it, Green Bee Gardeners. This is our beautiful little square here, all ready for our seeds. We're actually going to head back to town and grab some dinner and get some more dirt, probably some more cardboard so we can finish it off. But this is the beginning of our no-till garden, and we're pretty excited to share it with you. Keelan, you got any parting words?
Well, I was pretty impressed that it only cost about $60 worth of dirt too.
Yeah.
So that's not bad at all for the amount you see here, and just to get the rest of the boxes covered. I imagine, will be another $20 to $25 of worth of dirt to finish up what we've got showing box-wise. And then I think when I trim my banana trees, I may lay them down to go with the rest and see how that affects things for a neat experiment. Might add some potassium to the soil to be an interesting experiment.
There you go. Well, thanks for tuning in for this first episode of Green Bee Gardener in 2018. Plant some seeds and save some bees. And we'll see you real soon here on Green Bee Gardener. Give them a wave, Keelan.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you the next time.
Bye-bye.